going on there, guys? We back with another one, and today we got to talk about Sage Steele leaving ESPN network she's been with for over 16 years, and she's leaving so she can exercise her First Amendment rights more freely. Now, we've seen some of Sage Steele's tweets and some of the things that she's leaning into that I personally agree with, as far as, there was a tweet she quoted about, I guess one of the politicians was talking about, my daughter would not undress in front of two biological males. I'm all on board with that. As we've seen, some of this stuff has turned physical, and you got people identifying as female that were born male attacking biological females in the locker rooms and all kinds of stuff. And I wouldn't have no patience for that. I'm just letting y'all know that right now. But back to what, another thing that recently happened with Sage Steele and the network. ESPN has offered her $501,000 to settle a lawsuit to cover lawyer fees and all that after she sued them when she made some comments about the company's COVID-19 vaccine mandate. And, she sued the parent company, Walt Disney, in April 2022, and said that her free speech rights were violated by trying to get her to take the shot. Disney and ESPN, they released a statement and they said that, them offering this settlement isn't an admission of guilt. And her lawyer, Brian Friedman, said that Disney and ESPN clearly admit their liability by offering to pay Sage more than $500,000 for taking away her right to free speech. The offer misses the point. Disney cannot purchase their employees' constitutional rights, no matter how powerful they think they are. So he continues to say, how about apologizing and treating people fairly? Let me put it this way. Would Disney be willing to accept money from the state of Florida and Governor DeSantis in exchange for being silenced? Why the double standard? So he make a good point, Now, Sage was on Jay Cutler's podcast back in September, and she said Disney's vaccine mandate was sick and scary, and that's what caused all of this, right? So she got suspended from ESPN for 2 days, kind of behind the scenes. But ESPN is saying she wasn't suspended. Now, why is somebody going to make up that they were suspended? You know what I'm saying? Why is somebody just going to make that up when they could be easily proven? So that's just a conglomerate showing that, who's going to listen to her? We do what we do, and we can cover our tracks. But that's not it. They said other ESPN talent is expected to depart in the coming days, so we're going to hear about other people leaving. And this is what I'll say about Sage Steele, right? Now, I didn't agree when she had the Caucasian male reach over and touch her hair. That left a lot of bad taste in people's mouth about Sage Steele, including mine. I didn't like that because it was no place for that. Want to touch her like she a little monkey or something. That was weird for me. But as far as her stance on a lot of things and her morals, especially when it comes to protecting our children from agendas, I'm all on board for that. If you're not on board for that, this probably ain't the channel for you, because I do draw that line in the sand when it comes to my girls. We encouraging them to be young women, when they grow up. You can't let children just do what they want, in no phase of their life, and this isn't any different. Now, when grown people do what they want, but, you're the parent for a reason, they're the child for a reason, and that's a lot of what Sage is talking about, and I think she more so wants to go in that type of thing, just as Jamel Hill and those analysts wanted to go more into, black empowerment and the other issues that they support. I think Sage wants to go, to that conservative type podcasting route, and, to each his own. That everybody can do what they want as adults, you know what I'm saying? So ESPN, though, what I will say is they got a big mess on their hands and has had it for years, man, and you starting to see people leave, and I think a lot of these networks is going to scoop these people up and use them the correct way. I think ESPN has built a lot of people with a lot of notable They, like these people they're releasing actually have fans now. They've been with the network so long, they have a following. So that's the other part of business. You think you cutting costs, but you could also be throwing an alley oop to the competition if they have the perfect fit for some of these people. You built them up, you got them their fans, and now they're going to take a certain sector of fans over to some of your competitors' networks. And I think ESPN isn't accounting for that enough like they should be. Sage Steele, man, I'm wishing her the best. I wish everybody the best when they leave Disney or ESPN, because I know from the outside looking in, it's like you fell from grace, or you know, the biggest network let you go, the biggest sport broadcasting network let you go. So where can you go from here? But that's kind of the old way of doing things. You know, you can actually increase your dollar amount and podcast, start your own channel, start your own network. Basically, nowadays, well, you don't have to be on TV or nothing like that. So I think Sage, you know, is doing something that was. I think the writing was on the wall. Matter of fact, when she sued the company, people just don't stay there forever after that. Not normally. You know, it's always some friction or some behind the scenes tension just there. The air is thick just based off of what happened. And the higher ups, you know, we know how snobbish and brash those people are. So I feel like, you know, Sage, she got up out of there, man, and hey, we're gonna see where she lands. Where y'all think Sage still gonna land? You think she gonna do sports? It seems like she could move into like Fox News or something like that. It seems like that may be her lane, just based off of some of her views and some of the things that she's engaged in online. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, though. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace.